Viva Mexico. Fuck America. Fuck Donald Trump. It's all about togetherness, unity. I don't get no fuck. Mexico, here I come, babe. I'm with y'all all the way.
You stupid motherfuckers. I was just having my evening snack. I really like these little sweet peppers that I get from Aldi here in Minnesota. But I got curious. Let's see. These are a product of Mexico, as you can see right there. And they are packaged in Ontario, Canada. So now they're probably going to be 50% more expensive because it's going to be a 25% tariff on the product itself, the peppers, and then a 25% tariff on the packaging. So you fucked around, and now we all have to find out, and I'm going to have to find myself a new snack.
Thank you so much, Mexico and Canada. Thank you for standing up to that whiny-ass bitch on behalf of the free world. And thank you for restoring my faith in humanity. I'll be honored to fight by your side. Let's kick some asses.
We all love a good FAFO moment, and boy do I have one for you now. Now before I tell you, let me give you a little bit of background as a reminder. The automotive company Ford bent the knee to Trump and donated $1 million to his inauguration committee. They also donated an entire fleet of vehicles to be used on Inauguration Day. Fast forward to today, and now Ford has changed its tune. The CEO is deeply concerned about the ongoing changes that Trump is making that could highly impact Ford's brand. As background, Ford has invested $1.9 billion in the future of their brand revolving around EVs. Meanwhile, Trump is trying to scrap any growth in the EV market in America, including directing states to stop spending money on building out infrastructure. The CEO is even more concerned about the tariffs between Mexico and Canada. He says if those go into effect, it could be apocalyptic for the automotive industry. Trump has also announced steel and aluminum tariffs that will stack on top of the 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada if those go into effect. He ended the interview by saying that they would most definitely lay people off at EV plants in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Tennessee if Trump starts rolling back EV programs that the Biden administration put into place.
Trump won the trade war. It's all about the art of the deal. Get owned, liberal. Okay, if you haven't figured it out yet, no one cares less about the average American than the Republican fucking Party. Allow me to illustrate what really happened today, okay? Trump didn't win shit that wasn't already on the fucking table. I'm sorry, did the massive trade deficit that supposedly sparked these tariffs, did that magically go away? No. You know that $1.3 billion that Canada's giving us? That was already proposed in fucking December. And the 10,000 troops have been patrolling since 2021, you ignorant fucks. Follow the goddamn news, it's not that hard. So what really happened here is Trump knowingly started the most pointless and shortest trade war in history, watched the stock market dip, knew that's what was going to happen. Those in the know bought the dip and made millions, while you fucking idiots with $300 in Robinhood sit there and go, well, wait a minute, where'd my money go? How many times do these people have to make direct eye contact while they're fucking you for you to realize that they're fucking you?
Question from our red state folks. Who do you think's going to buy your cotton, soybeans, and pigs after Trump starts trade wars with China, Canada, and Mexico? Cotton and soybeans are some of our biggest exports to China, and all they have to do is raise their own tariffs on these products in order to cripple these industries in the United States. China did this with soybeans back in 2018 when Trump tried this stuff the first time, but some of y'all got short memories. What, did you think the United States was the only ones who could raise tariffs? All 10 out of the top 10 cotton-producing states and 8 out of the top 10 soybean-producing states all voted for Trump this election. Now, I don't wish hurt and hardship on anybody, but y'all voted it on yourselves this election, just like trees voting for the axe. China owns 1/4 of all the pig farms in the United States, and 8 out of 10 of the top pork-producing states also voted for Trump. China, Canada, and Mexico together buy over half of all the pork that's exported from the United States. Who's Trump starting those trade wars with again? And before you go saying China, Canada, and Mexico need U.S. cotton, soybeans, and pigs, Brazil and India are more than happy to pick up our slack and bring that money into their economies. Trump's got y'all convinced that he's calling all the shots and there won't be any consequences. But you're missing one very important fact. He's rich and you're not. The benefits are all for him, the consequences are all for you.
You really can't make this shit up. So the 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods start tomorrow. So President Trudeau in Canada has basically said that nothing is off the table in terms of retaliation. He said, we'll turn off America's electricity. So they asked the press secretary about it, who's terrible, by the way, and her response was, people would like you to panic, but President Trump would like to remind you that Jesus didn't have electricity and he did just fine. That can't be a real response. She can't be serious. We are literally living in an SNL episode. So if I were you, I'd do a little research to see where your states get their electricity from. And maybe you want to stock up on candles, and while you're at it, get some batteries for your flashlights. You also may want to join a community garden because we get 63% of our vegetables and 47% of our fruit from Mexico. Shit's about to get real expensive. You may want to think about buying some tequila and mezcal too.